Hello there, this is Smith Welding and Restoration. I am your host, Adam Niffen. Stick around, see what's in the garage this week. We're back on the Ranger project. We got stalled on it, obviously. We got all of our parts, for the most part, together. So now, what I'm doing is, and you don't even have to go this far, but for the best adhesion and quality, we are going over this with a 320 DA, the hook it on the interface. Leaf, our crazy buddy Leaf, which I don't think he works here anymore, which is sad. Not my call. He just kind of didn't stop showing up. It just is, man. Anyhow, he showed me those, and I really am fond of them at this point. We're hitting everything with 320. If it's a particular tough spot, we'll go down to 180. We had a nick right here that I had to feather out. So when we're done DAing everything down, we got to prep the windows and everything. All this is rubber trim. We can't do anything about it. This, on the other hand, that metal frame there, we'll actually paint with black trim paint. Make it look pretty again. Probably going to do these rails too because they're metal. We'll scuff them gently. We're not going to clean them up a lot. We're just going to make them black again. The roof, the hood, the basics. This is kind of the walk around of what we're doing on this flip. The owner of this flip gave us an awesome budget, so we're gonna work with that. I'm gonna pass this camera off, let Jeremy be cameraman, right, and I will be
So up here we had that minor damage. We got it all pulled out, 90% of it pulled out. It was a little deeper than I liked, so we put some fiberglass in there and the filler on top of it. We got stalled because the header piece up here, if you can take a look, we didn't have this piece through here. Now we're going to have to actually locate this piece of trim too, because it's apparently important. I had to get this lined up and in place, so it's all in line again. This fender being mashed up, I actually took a steel block. I've got a flat steel block that I use as a dolly, 1/2-inch plate. I put it in here and smacked it with a hammer. Because what happens when these get hit in the front end, it pulls this flange out. Instead of 90 degrees, it pulls it out and it keeps this hood gap all fucked up. We're getting everything mocked up. This bumper's still crooked. You can see here, we're not right. So we're going to actually have to take a brace loose or take the bumper off. I haven't figured out which. It's painted, so we can do the body work and paint it. Not a big deal. This project here is kind of fun insofar. The owner gave us a budget. He gives a good budget on this project. And with having a good budget to do stuff with, he's a great guy to work for. He gives us a good budget, and he's pretty easy on timelines. The second project, big project we've done with him. The first we just did a little mechanical, so it hardly counts. So as far as paint, body, making it right, this is the first big project we worked with on. So I got to kind of take some of the controlling reins out of his hands so he has time for his own life. You know, this is what I do. He didn't get parts wrinkled up quickly as we'd like, quickly as he'd like. Shit gets in the way. So we located parts. With this budget that he's given us, we're actually going to smoke the headlights and the taillights. We've pulled them, we've got them ready. We're going to scrub them front and back, scrub them down completely. I will show you how to smoke the headlights. This is going to get exterior paint, and the inside jam areas are just going to get airbrush touch. We got the same paint coat of paint. We use a lower end brand because of budget purposes, but we dumped like 5 tablespoons of a micro flake in the paint. It's not going to be as pronounced as if we put it on in the clear, but it's going to give it a lot more twinkle and luster just in the paint. I'm not, you know, it's more of what will this do? I don't know, let's do it. So he lets us play, and I really like this customer for that reason. So that's where we're at right now. I'm going to show you after we get this straightened out. Jeremy's going to work on the driver's side. We got a dent in the cab corner underneath the rear glass and the extended cab. Lots of stuff going on with it, so I'll try to get more progressed here so you can see it in paint, so forth. Thank you. We opted to pull the bed liner out and the rails off. These rails are aluminum and they need repainted. I don't know, man.
6 one, half dozen of another. Did we make more work for ourselves or not? We didn't have to. It wasn't called for, but we opted to go that extra little bit. We got this side pretty much scuffed down. Need to get prepped up, get some window rigs in it today. We'll be painting it soon. I got most of that where I want it, filed around. All that fits right, correctly now. Next step will be we're gonna pull either that bumper off or pull the brace from this side. As you can see, it's inset a lot. The other side we got flushed up, so we got to pull that out and around. Just kind of doing a walk over. The work itself is just tedious. It's a lot of DA work and hand pad work and fasteners that are self-explanatory that hit. Where is it? Hit all the way down. There's another one. Hold those rails on. So I kind of want to give you a show. Jeremy's cleaning that up so we don't have more mess. This side will be Adam Niffen, Smith Welding Restoration. Thank you for coming back to us and checking us out, folks. We are working on 95 Ranger Splash. We're finalizing a little bit of body work. We're scuffing the whole surface down with 320. Showed you all this. Zoom you around, show you a little bit of body work we're finalizing, and then spot sealing on the paint. Stuff down. There you go. With that with 80, then 180, then 320 again, where that blue is. And you can see where that's the splash, the logo. So we're gonna do the same there. We got the windshield wipers off. We got almost everything prepped. This bumper is proving to be basically impossible. It's not wanting to come up. All the bolts are stuck or broke. Or stuck. They haven't even broken. Seeing how it is a quickie paint over, I'm going to show you how I prep that off in order to be able to paint the painted part of the bumper and get down in there well enough to pass. I didn't want to do it that way. We actually cut fewer corners, taking all this shit apart, the bed liner out, than we had initially intended to. The roof is pretty straight. We're fixing the major stuff. There's going to be a couple dingers I'm sure that I missed. This is not in here to get blocked out. This is in here to get scuffed down, body work done, painted. That is what the old factory paint looked like. Really pretty. We're going back to the same color, but we threw some more metallic into it. Here we are. Okay. So this is the end of my day. A little lesson in patience, I suppose. I was in a big row to get this into paint today. It's midnight now, okay? The stage I'm at this point is I gotta let the product dry, sand it, seal it, and paint it. I'll kind of do a walk around. I'll show you, had I proceeded, I would have sanded down the bodywork areas with 180, followed that up with 320, laid in the sealer that I've got. It has a real light build aspect to it. So 320 scratches, no sweat for this stuff. And I could have got away with it. Probably would have looked okay. Except, let's walk around the truck real quick. I'll show you what I got up to. So we had that spot there. I hit it with primer. At this point, anything with 80 grit, anything with body filler, I went ahead and hit with 2K high build. By morning, I'll be able to block that down by hand, and we're done. All your normal areas. I don't know what happened there, but that lock got jacked up, if you recall. All right, so this panel here, it looks really damn good. Okay, right? Following me?
Well, everything was 3 different colors. I was in such a row to hurry up, get in paint. I would have missed that. It's not that dramatic, but a touch of fiberglass and a touch of filler will make it go away completely. So, moral of the story is, no matter how badly you think you have to get something done, take that step back. There's going to be imperfections on this truck, okay? The budget's good, but not that good. But that right there, well, the twinkle and sparkle that's going to be on it, it's not going to be obscene, but there's going to be enough. You'll see that across the parking lot. So no matter how froggy I get, I'm gonna walk around with I shut down the shop. I've learned better. Not only have I learned better, I'm actually doing better. There were times, there have been times, probably will be times again, that I rush myself through something and end up taking it in the rear for it. This customer, he's been waiting too long for his project, which is fine. I mean, it's not fine, but waiting for a while for his project is one thing, but me just blatantly fucking it up like that, that would have been too much to bear. Looks like I'm filling up gas tomorrow. I don't know. I almost said this day's been for naught, but it's been a tough fucking day. We had a really good week. I'll get into that on SMC. I will check in with you guys tomorrow, which is Saturday. We'll get this loaded up on the YouTube so you can see what's going on. Till then, one last glance. What I've got left to do is I gotta tape off all my inner fender wells, and I gotta grind off bolts. He had me remove, owner had me remove mud flaps. I gotta grind the bolts down, do a little bit of body work there, because all the bolts I just cut off because they were junk, they wouldn't come off. Okay, then that's ready to paint. Well, then I got a little bit of rust in the rear bumper to get to. Then this bumper is gonna have to be beat and tweaked into place, and that's got to be tore down the rest of the way, scuffed, and ready for paint. So these may be early morning Monday tasks, or I do them this week. I don't know. I just don't know, folks. We're doing what we can. I hate breaking promises to customers. This was supposed to be in paint, and it crushes me to not be in paint. YouTube land. All right, you saw me calling it quits last night. Here we are, fresh morning. It's closer to afternoon, but that's all right. I've got Rowan and Ivy here with me, so I'm at the point where they're gonna have to skedaddle. I have wax and grease remover on the whole vehicle, scuffed everything down, did all the body work, blocked all that out. We are going to seal the last areas that I sanded and exposed metal. Wetted the floor down. So my next step is just that. I'm sealing the areas affected that I need to. I'm gonna let that set up the appropriate amount of time, then I'll come back and blaze this thing out. What do you know? It looks like a truck. Two coats of clear coat. 2 coats of paint. Extra coats in areas that made a difference.
My only concern is tomorrow I may have to sand this out with like 1,000 or 1,500 and then clear coat it one more time to make sure it's nice and smooth. Now I buried all that flake. I laid it on heavy. I laid it on super heavy, wanting to bury all that flake. I don't know if it'll be enough. I know I caused a couple of sags, but I mean, really folks, that's the right foot. It came out great. It's laying out nice. It's laying out really nice, but I think I'm gonna have some pokies where some of the flake is sticking up. But this motherfucker looks like a disco ball now. You know, if you want to know how to do candy and flake, look up Wild Eyed Northern Boy. I'm just showing you what I did on this because I had the levity to do a little bit of what I wanted and experiment and play. I'm not a flake guy. I'm just not. And I mean by as far as exposure and experience. But I think it came out okay. We'll peel this plastic and paper off here. See what she looks like in the morning. I got, I think, 3 good sags on it. I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna load this up and I'll get one more shot when we're ready to roll this truck out.